There we go. 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 That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Good enough. Good enough. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? I'm tired. You ever have like where you just go all day and then you get to the end of the day and you're like, I am tired. You know what? You know how tired I am? One second. I'll be back. I'll be back. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I know it's in here somewhere. I know it's in here somewhere. Huzzah. Huzzah. The gamer subs gods have graciously gifted me good. It's good. The last care package they sent me came with good. They sell energy drinks now. Like they have the usual powdered, but they do actually sell like straight up energy drinks now. So they sent me one, and I've never had it because I only had one. I remember to ping the Discord. Yeah, today's been crazy. Today is like one of those days. We did not sleep at all last night. For my fellow parents in chat, it was a rough night. It happens. So like I barely slept last night. I've been up. I went to bed at 1:30. I woke up at 4. I went back to bed at 6, and then I woke up at 8, and I've been up since 8. So infer from that what you will. And then I painted. I woke up, brought the little guy to grandma's. He spent the morning there. I went out, bought stuff for painting, so I had to go like, I made it a point not to buy more painting crap, okay? You know what happens? You go to paint something. Well, you know what? I'll buy some liners and I'll buy some extra. No, I made it a point not to buy anything but the paint. Because I'm like, every time I go to paint, I buy like 3 rollers because they come in packs of 3 and I only end up using 2. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I am not gonna buy anything other than the paint. And I had everything. The problem is I had to find it all. So I came home, found everything, and then I spent the morning painting, and then I had to wait for the paint to dry, and then I worked on some other stuff for the channel, and then I started working on a video, and then I was doing other stuff, and then I had to do some stuff on the house, and then during all that, I built a 6-foot Gundam. So I put that together today, so that video's this week. And then I made dinner, and now I'm here with no prep. Hi. You know what you can do though? You know what we are prepped for? Every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Do this now, and you will be, yes, you. Yes, you. You specifically will be graced with a spool of free filament from Polymaker. Really nifty toy on YouTube. I don't know if you consider it a good print to chill with. I don't know, link it in Discord and we'll see. Also, fun fact, this might work. Is this working? Let's see. Desktop view? Nope, that's not it. Mobile. Guess who's back? Because, oh, well, if that's that camera, then what's this camera? Mean Green is back, and there's a delay. There's a delay on this, ever so slight. Yeah, the cam that loves to give us a green signal is living again. It just, this one has better colors though. This one has much better colors. This one, I think the sensor is still borked. Yeah, we're no longer in VATS mode. We're no longer in VATS mode. Auto. Let's see. What can we do? We can do highlight priority. Ooh. Cinema. You want cinema? We'll do cinema mode. We'll do cinema mode. Vivid. Oh, cool. Oh, sepia. You guys want sepia or old movies? Let's do programmed auto. Ooh. Or I can just leave it on auto. Yeah, this is the camera that likes to have a sensor that will die occasionally. The thing I like about video cameras, though, using video cameras for mobile cams, you don't rack focus. So when you zoom in and out, you could zoom in and out quite a bit, and it stays in focus as you zoom. So these are really good for like overhead cameras and mobile cameras, because you can like really zoom in. Look at that. You can really zoom in on these cameras. Oop, that's the digital zoom. Yeah. So you can enhance. What's that QR code lead to? Hopefully that doesn't give away any private details about my Prusa. But yeah. So anyways, yeah, real zoom. Well, it's you know, it's not the greatest camera, but it'll work. It's better than a webcam. It's better than a webcam. The only downside is I don't have a HDMI to HDMI adapter, so I'm limited by the really short plug on this. So it is. But we're back to full cameras, and we have full cameras downstairs. What kind of camera? Canon Vixia. They don't make them anymore, which is a shame, because the thing is, there's so many things that don't exist anymore because of this guy. This is a better camera than, like, until you start dropping like hundreds of dollars, like almost $1,000 on a camera, like an actual dedicated camera, your phone is just as good. Like, you'd be surprised how many YouTube channels are just recorded on a camera. They're just, people use their iPhones for so many YouTube channels. Hooking them up to computers is a pain, so that's why I don't do it. Because you deal with a bunch of stupid issues and apps and programs and camera over IP and bullshit. But yeah, so this is what I did today. This was my morning. This is painting. I got Coquille d'œuf pour ma beauty tone signature Coquille d'œuf, peinture acrylique intérieur base clair. And then I painted the wall in the basement. So basement studio has fresh coat paint. Let's see how this is. In case you can't tell, I'm stalling because I don't know what we're doing tonight. Let's see how good is. So this is good, which I've had good in the powdered form, but I haven't had it in energy drink form. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some experimenting. I need to plug this printer in. That's why I have this printer out. I knew what I wanted to do. So I want to test something that was, I'm totally stealing this from the Pantheon guys, but I wanted to test it in person, and I've been letting this cook up for the past like week, and we're going to test it on stream. And that is the easiest way to tell if your filament is wet. And then also we're going to play around with the Prusa Core ones, because they have the new firmware for belt tensioning. So we're going to try that as well. But the first thing we're going to do is how you can easily test if your filament is wet. So I got to unload this. So first things first, I want to drink of this. That's good. The only downside is this actually has sugar in it. I like Gamer Subs because it doesn't actually have sugar in it. It's sugar-free, so it's whatever alternative, which, yes, that stuff isn't as good for you, but guess what? It's probably not as bad as sugar. So this actually has sugar in it. It's 60 calories for the whole can, so it's not horrible. So it's got 15 grams of sugar. But you know what? It is cherry slushy flavored, and it is good. It is good. Okay, what's that model you were linking? I thought you were... Link it in chat, or in Discord. You can't link stuff in chat. Phone cameras are amazing compared to what they were 15. You have to remember, though, phone cameras are fake. They use a lot of software to make up for the fact that they still have itty-bitty image sensors. So low light, depth of field, all that stuff essentially... Oh, you don't have Discord? Oh. Well, somebody... figure it out and then put it in the Discord. So yeah, so phone cameras are really good. Don't get me wrong. Phone cameras are really good compared to what they were years ago. But compared to like a proper camera like this with like depth of field and whatnot. Say hello to my spool. This is our test. So this works off a pretty simple thought experiment, okay? That I totally stole from Pantheon, because Pantheon are the guys that told me about this trick. And now I'm sharing it with you. You have a spool of filament. How do you know the condition of this spool of filament? Is it dry or is it wet? Okay? And how do you know how dry and how wet it is? So, we have this spool of filament. I'm gonna load it in the printer, okay? So we're gonna load it in the printer, okay? We're just gonna load it in for now. So this is Buddy 3D Red PETG. I ran it through the dryer like 2 days ago for like 12 hours. It is, as far as I'm aware, pretty dry PETG. I don't think PETG would have gotten too wet in 2 days. Very too dedicated, but it, oh yeah, like that's the thing. Like it basically all the little niche use cases where it's like, oh, I wish I had a phone. Your phone camera, your phone will do as good of a job. So, okay, so we're gonna, yes, okay. So, what you do is we have some dry filament here, okay? So this is the trick. This is how you test. So you want to preheat to whatever temperature. So we're gonna preheat to PETG temps. So I'm just gonna let it get to a PETG temperature. So let's see, what was this thing I got linked? What is this? Spherical joint 1, 2. What is this? What is this? What am I looking at? Okay, but what is it? Oh, it doesn't move. Oh. So this is just a 3D print, but that stays in position. Oh, it's like the chicken. Okay. That's pretty cool. Like a chicken head. Okay, so here's the test. Here is the test. Okay, so we're doing a science experiment. Here, do this so you guys can actually see. Theoretically, this should work on any printer, so it doesn't matter what printer you have, okay? But I'm using this on a Prusa Mark 3.5 because I figure if it works on here, it'll work on everything. We have, as far as I can tell, pretty dry PETG. I've run it through my dryer. It sat in the dryer for like a day, like 4 days ago. So it should be pretty dry. So this is preheated. Why are you, oh shoot, the nozzle cooled down. Okay, never mind. We gotta wait for, I guess, when you set preheat PETG, it heats the bed up, then it heats the hot end up. So I gotta wait for the hot end to heat back up. So, un momento, por favor, biblioteca. While it's doing that, I'm gonna have a drink. Also, I'm gonna figure out how to update my Prusa firmware. How do I update my Prusa firmware to the beta, or Core 1? It's like, what, 6.4? Core 1. Oh, no, they do have 6.3.4 is available. Okay. So this is the one that has that new funky belt tuning stuff, right? I want to try this. So we're going to play with that as well. Because they got new belt auto tuning stuff, apparently. Okay, come on. Okay, now we're heating up that hot end, I think. There we go. Heat up. Come on. It's like sitting at 170 of 230. It's like, no, heat up. Belt. Oh, is it 6.4? Oh, 6.4 alpha. Okay. So let's see. Prusa firmware 6.4 alpha. Have been refined to avoid unnecessary movements and stages filament load unload. The power runs only basic, skipping the extra diagonal. Oh, so it won't do the frickin' dunk, 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 dunk in the corner anymore. You can turn pre-release firmware on. Can you? Can you do it through the Canuck? Settings. Oh, announce pre-release firmwares. There you go. Okay. 6.4 alpha is available. Sweet. Transfer. That is surprisingly simple. Okay, so we can stop transfer this. Nobody. 6.3.4. Yeah, 6.4 alpha. Okay, why aren't you preheat? Okay, you know what? I'll do it manually. We'll do it live. Control. Temperature. Nozzle temperature. We'll do 240. It's a PET G. We'll do 240. Also, I'll turn the bed off. Don't need the bed on. Okay, so 240 on the hot end. That sounds reasonable, right? 240 on the hot end. There we go. So you're going to see it ooze a little bit. That's okay. Is there any other software like Prusa? Mainsail does, and I believe Mainsail and the other. Oh, shoot, what's the other one? Mainsail and what's the other clipper? Mainsail and Fluid. Mainsail and Fluid both have it. So if you're running a clipper machine. Which one is online? Maybe this one. You would, you can have a tab called printers where you can just have like the IP address of multiple different print. Which printer is this? Which printer is this? Which printer is this? Oh, this is the VZBot. The VZBot. Hi, VZBot. Hi. Yeah, clipper, you can have that as well. You can have that window as well. Okay, so this is how you tell if your filament that you have loaded in your printer is wet or whatnot. So you're gonna need two things. You're gonna need a timer. What is this? Receipt for payment. Oh, $3 to Patreon. Okay, close that, close that. Okay, so you're gonna need a little timer, okay? So bust out a timer, set your stopwatch. Okay, so we got our nozzle at temperature, 240. We got PET G loaded. It should be dry. And then you're gonna move axis. You're gonna go to your extruder. And you are gonna extrude like 100 millimeters of filament. And the moment it starts, you wanna pull away it and start a timer, okay? So we'll just do like, extrude a bunch of filament. We'll do like 100 millimeters of filament, okay? So the moment it stops, for it. And now you wait 30 seconds. You wait 30 seconds. Can anyone kind of guess what we're checking right now? Can anyone kind of guess what we're looking for right now? We're trying to see if the filament is wet. What are we trying to figure out? I've never actually tried this yet. P3D's got it. Okay. So 30 seconds. That's all we got for, oh, it fell off my hand. This is all we got for ooze. Okay. So now, return, filament, unload. Now we're gonna unload some filament. Now, I've got some filament that's been sitting in a bucket of water for 2 weeks. The water from my AC unit. So this, for those that don't believe me, it is wet. This filament is wet. It's wet. So I am gonna run a towel. I'm gonna run it through a towel. If I can find where I put my towel. This will work. So we are gonna get off the excess moisture. Steam in the nozzle, exactly. Moisture expands. Moisture expands. So the thinking is, what you do is you now have a baseline. So you know how much it expands when it's wet or when it's dry. So we're doing science. I gotta find my paper towels. Did I bring them downstairs? Where did I put all my paper towels? Really? Did I? I think actually I might have brought them downstairs. I might have brought them downstairs. I don't know where I put all my paper towels. I had a whole roll of paper towels out here. I think at the beginning. Oh, there we go. Don't forget to bring a towel. Oh, this is Pet G. Okay, there we go. Did I get permission from Stefan to do science? I know, I am drifting dangerously into the realm of the German YouTubers. Okay, so control, temperature. So we want to set our nozzle temperature for the same nozzle temperature. So we're gonna wait for it to get to 2. Also, another quick way to tell, if you extrude a bunch of filament and you see bubbles in it, you can see one right there. That's usually a sign that it's also wet. But how wet? How wet? How wet? I can hear it crackling. Okay, so it's at 240, so now control. So now, if you think it's gonna ooze more than dry, put a 1 in chat right now. And if you're watching this in the future, leave a comment below how much filament do you think is gonna ooze out in millimeters. Let me know in the comments below. I'm farming you for engagement. Participate, because apparently you have to on YouTube now. Because like, who flipping knows what the algorithm's doing anymore? Okay, so we got that. Move axis, move extruder, 100 millimeters. I'm assuming you don't need to move 100, but I'm moving 100 because I want to make sure it's like flushed. We got the good shit in there. And by the good shit, I mean the really wet filament. So you wait for it to stop. There we go. Now we wait 30 seconds. And we see how much dribbles out. And we use 30 seconds just as a reference point. And that's 30 seconds. So right here. So that is how much it oozed out in soaking wet PLA that's been or Pet G. So Pet G that's been in a bucket of water for like 2 weeks. That's how wet it is. Versus bone dry. Just that little itty bitty bit that just oozed out. So, what you can do if you live in a humid environment, okay, for Grant, for Florida man, if you were really like, if you were like hardcore into it, you could make a chart. You could make like the sniper equivalent of a dope chart, right? You could like literally like, you know, put filament in different boxes at different humidities and make a whole graph and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's still oozing. I mean, this filament was in a bucket of water for 2 weeks and it's PET G, which is already hygroscopic. So obviously some filaments are gonna ooze more than others, but this is kind of a good generic, hey, quick eyeball test, quick, you know, of how wet your filament is. So what you can do is if you print something and you think the filament's wet and the print turns out fine, do this test and kind of make a note of how much filament, you know, dribbled out. And then you're like, okay, so if I grab a spool off the shelf and I do this quick test to see how wet it is and it dribbles like this much, I know, hey, I'm okay with that. The print will turn out fine. But if you do that test and you get like this much filament dribbles out, you're probably like, hey, this filament's probably wet. So instead of looking for the bubbles, because I'll be honest, that has been kind of my go-to for the longest time is, oh, I'll put filament in and then I'll just do an extrude and see if I get bubbles. You won't always see bubbles. It depends on the temperature, how fast you're extruding, the nozzle diameter. I think there's too many variables there. Whereas just straight up expansion. What we're testing here is, I hit my steps today. What we're testing here is basically water expands it when it turns to gas, right? Gas is more voluminous than liquid. So when the filament is just sitting in your hot nozzle in the hot end, it essentially vaporizes the water, turns to gas, expands, pushes out the filament. That's what ooze is. Yes, ooze is also pressure, but it's also pressure from expansion. So it's not just what your extruder's pushing down. It's also, you know, if there's moisture in your filament, that expanding causing ooze. So this is a very good, quick and dirty like sanity check test you can do to see if your filament is wet. Simple as that. So this filament we know is absolutely sopping wet. So I am going to get it out of this printer pretty quick. Unload filament. So yeah. So that was science with Taylor. There you go. Did you learn something in class? If you learned something new, put your credit card information in chat. Put your credit card number in chat if you learned something new today. And then those 3 magic numbers on the back too. Don't forget those. But only if you learned something new. Okay. What's going on? Let me see what's going on with chat. What is going on with chat? Try that with PVA, yeah. I went to Micro Center today. It was tempting to walk out with Centauri Carbon. I need to get my hands on one. Although apparently it's not running Clipper. So, or it is running Clipper, so I'm a little like, 6969. Hey, nice. Okay, so that is that. So this is completely sopping wet filament. Don't forget zip code just in case. Short stream today. Well, now we're gonna play around with the new Prusa auto tuning stuff because I'm putting the alpha firmware on that printer. Also, I have to update the firmware on the buddy camera. How do you do that? I gotta update the firmware on the buddy camera. I took it out of the printer because it like started beeping at me constantly, like dropping in and out of Wi-Fi connection. So I took it out of the printer. But apparently there's like Wi-Fi updates for it now, or there's updates for it, so it actually works a bit better. So I gotta look into that. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, there it is. Auto tune and firmware earlier. Yeah, I'm flashing the new firmware and we're gonna give it a try. So that's also another reason I got this camera here, so I can actually zoom in on it. So we can see what's going on. Oh my God, it's so nice actually having room in the garage. I can't believe I still have that half finished failed print on the Magneto for like a year. Oh, well, it is booting. Hopefully I didn't kill it. Oh, wow. Let's see. Go. Techmaster, that's crazy. I have the same password on my luggage too. Oop, what's it doing? Flashing ESP. Okay. Wow, I am really... Colors are horrible on this one. Also, the lag. It sounds like I am talking like one of my Japanese animes. Dude, I still have, like, I legit have this. I still have my red and blue and my, actually the Game Boy is actually my wife's, but the cartridges, one's mine, I think one's hers, I can't remember. I have a red, I have actually two reds. One's mine, one's wife's. Okay, so we are Prusa Core 1 6.4.0 Alpha. So, apparently there's some like tuning stuff. So let me actually find alpha firmware. So where is the actual like, okay, so new features, belt tuning wizard. What does C1 mean? Oh, Core 1. Faster, more responsive Prusa Connect, auto retract. This is really nice. I didn't realize only the Core 1 has it. The auto retract is really nice. So after you load Filament, it automatically does a pretty decently large retraction. So it doesn't ooze. So when you go to like start a new print, it doesn't ooze everywhere. It's actually pretty nice. It does like a pretty heavy retraction. Changes and improvements. Look at all this. Improved print status measures, lazier homing, more cautious calibration, auto load improvements, unified XL and Core 1 chamber, BSOD knob press behavior fixes. Okay, so belt tuning wizard. Smoking Joe, are you talking to yourself? Yes? Okay, belt tuning wizard. Okay, so where is it? I'm assuming it would be under settings. So filament sensors are on. Stuck filament detection is on. MMU unit off. Camera, I mean, the camera's unplugged right now, but stealth mode is off because friends don't let friends print in stealth mode. You want to go faster with more torque. Fan check on, verify G-code on, chamber filtration is none. Input shaper. Okay, so there's a calibration for input shaper now. Phase stepping. There's a calibration for phase stepping. User interface, footer, sort files, light settings. I want to turn these brighter. Oh, never turn the lights dim. Okay. Touch sig workaround. So where hardware? Print head. Okay, this one doesn't have a hardened nozzle, so turn that off. It has a high flow, okay. Door sensor off, turn that off. Trying to find firmware update, manual belt tuning. Okay, so there's manual belt tuning, abort. System. So where is the belt tuning? Where is the belt tuning wizard? Whenever LTT, when were they slicing files? I mean, I've been to Linus Media Group. I've talked to some of the tech guys there, like Tynan and whatnot. They have Vorons. Like, they have a couple V0s on their desks in the creator studio. So there are people there that know how to use 3D printers. Okay, where is this at? Okay. Okay, oh, via settings, manual delt tuning. Okay, bang. Okay, so I gotta do manual belt tuning. Okay, so we go settings, manual belt tuning. Okay, before we begin, scan the QR code for the guide. You'll also need an Allen key. Allen, I need your key. Is this the right one? I think it's the right one. Or is this the right one? Okay, so let me grab the guide, scan the QR code. There we go. Okay, continue. Move print head to front. Check there's no gap between the gantry and tensioner on both sides. If there is, okay, so just once. So let's. Okay, so this is basically the same thing I have on there. Okay, so move the print head to the front. Check there's no gap between the gantry and tensioner on both ends. Okay, so we're making sure the frame is squared. Okay, there's an ever so slight gap on this side. So here, let me see if I can quickly. There we go. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, continue. Printer is homing. Okay, measuring actual belt frequency. The upper belt will be measured first, then the lower. Use the knob to adjust resonance. Correct frequency appears as slow belt motion with sharp peaks. Continue. So, oh shoot, which one are we doing first? The top one? Upper belt. Turn the knob to adjust frequency. Look for slow belt movements with sharp regular peaks. Then click the knob to proceed. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Where's where we measure the belt frequency? The target frequency are 96 hertz for the upper and 92. So because right now it says it's like 95.5, but what do you mean sharp peaks? Turn the knob slowly to adjust frequency. Look for slow belt movements with sharp regular peaks. Where do I see that at? I can hear it vibrating. Like I can feel it vibrating. Ooh. Oh, it's like, oh, it's dancing now. It's dancing. Oh, the phone app. Okay, I can't do it. I have a Pixel phone. I have a Pixel phone. I have a Pixel phone. Pixel phones have built-in noise canceling, so I can't do the auto tuning. I thought it was built in the... Don't need an app? Okay. Yeah, right now it literally looks like this. Like, I don't know if you can see. Oop. Can you see it wiggling? Here, one second. You can see it wiggling. So right now it's at like 76 hertz. That's way too much. So I gotta go. So should it be dancing or not dancing? This is something I should probably watch a movie on. Okay, the wizard measures the frequency on both belts. And the target frequencies are 96 for the upper belt and 92 for the lower belt. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a different phone because I don't have let's try that. A quick manual amplifier, okay. Slow vibration as in the bottom picture. So it should be pixels do work. Oh. Well, here's the thing. This is vibrating at the frequency I set it. You know what? Maybe I should watch a video on this before trying to faff around with it live. Turn both screws. Yeah, there's no videos yet. Yeah, like apparently you don't need an app. You should be able to do this just on the machine. How it looks in the picture, then there's a adjust and set frequency on how it looks in the picture. I'm just trying to look what Declan just posted above. Turn on noise canceling. I know that, but the thing is, like, because I can tell it to do the frequency on the thing. Yeah, I know how the strobe works. I mean, if I drop this all the way down to like 76, I could see the belts vibrating. Like right now, it's doing like a pulse. Like you can. Yeah, you can see him going there. So this is with it at like 80 hertz on the knob. So I have the knob set for 80 hertz. So I think I might be good. Because if I go, they say they what, 96 on the top? There's no movement on the top. So turn the knob to adjust frequency. Look for slow belt movements with sharp, regular peaks. And then click the knob to proceed. So should I be moving this to make the belts dance? Turn the knob frequency. Look for slow belt movements with sharp, regular peaks. Okay, right there. So now it's doing like drum, drum, drum. Okay, so that's at 80 hertz. Okay, so the lower belt. Turn the knob frequency. Look for slow, regular movements with sharp, regular peaks. Okay, so let's. That's the top belt again. Why is it doing the top belt again? And it's same thing, 80 hertz. Ready to calculate screw adjustment. Continue. Turn both screws, tighten 4/8 of a turn. What do you mean 4/8 of a turn? Wouldn't that be half? Also, only the top belt moved. The bottom belt didn't move at all. Turn both screws Turn both screws, tighten 4/8 turns. What do you mean 4/8 turns? You mean 4/8 of a turn? Or half a turn? 4/8 is half. It literally says tighten 4/8 turns. Is it 4/8 of a turn, which is half a turn? Yeah, we're gonna do half. Okay, so each one gets half a turn. Okay, so there. Okay. Okay, continue. Belt tension has been successfully calibrated. You're all set to print. Okay. I have some black filament in it. Let's test that new Prusa slicer. Because Prusa slicer has had an update. And now, configuration. Check for configuration updates. Or not that. I need that. Okay. Installing profiles. Discard. Okay. Configuration. Come on, come on. Back to me, Prusa slicer. Unfreeze. There we go. Because we played around with this on the stream yesterday, but apparently it's on the Core 1. So what we're going to do, I'm going to print something in black ABS, and we're going to see how good the new consistent surface thing is. So can someone link me a print that would normally show an inconsistent surface throughout the print? So I need to print something that will show a not inconsistent surface because they have the new slicer stuff. That makes it a more consistent surface finish. So I need to do that. Run the wizard again and see if the belt stands at 96.92. I'll be honest, I'm gonna wait till somebody smarter than me when it comes to this shit does a video, and then I'll do what they do. I think we're pretty good. It's not the hull line. It's not the hull line. So they now have this setting for uniform cooling. Okay, so uniform cooling will automatically, the low poly Pikachu, yeah, that would work. And then we also have a speed setting here where it is, where is it? I think it went to 250. Travel short distances on acceleration. Or actually here, let me check for our configuration updates because I gotta update these now that I have the new one. For the After Dark Fund, Andrew Rogers, $10. Cheers and appreciated. Remember, best way to support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. And also, if you're a channel member, you should get the video early this week because I have to have it finished this weekend so I can send it off to the sponsor to go get it approved so I can have a sponsor spot in it because that's how we do it now. There we go. Okay. So, this is a Prusa Core 1 high flow. We are loaded with Polymaker ABS, but I don't know if they have Polymaker ABS in here. I don't know why there's only like 3 Polymaker filaments. We'll just say we have Prusa ABS, whatever. Prusa ASA, sure, why not? Structural, there we go. Filaments. I'm gonna hit the update button. So you've hit the update button. Yeah, so it defaults to 250 for those. So that's another thing. What it'll do is when you're doing short accelerations, it won't attempt to go, like when it's doing a very short distance, it won't try to go from like 0 to 5,000 to 0. It'll just go like 250 because there's no point trying to slam on the gas to literally back out of your driveway. So it should help quite a bit with print quality. Low poly Eevee? Low poly Eevee will work. Low poly EV download. Andrew Humphrey, $10. Cheers and appreciate it. Uh-oh, Andrew Humphrey, I'm gonna have to do something. Why'd you at yourself in that? Hello from friends. Bonjour, et tu bien? C'est, excusez-moi, c'est, nuit? I don't know. Mon français n'est pas très bien. This is a little small, so let's make it a little bigger. Let's make it a little bigger. Let's go 150. There we go. There we go. So this should be a print that should show off inconsistent surfaces pretty easily. All right, send to connect. And core 1. Off we go. Talk to themselves tonight. Because everyone is cool. Okay, close my vents. Okay, so how do I update the core? Don't you update this through your app, through like the app? Through like the Prusa Connect app or something? Prusa. So I have this, I got the camera. So let me plug it in so it has some juice. It's got the juice. So it's alive. So that means if I go to Prusa Connect here and I look at the core 1, what's going on here? Ensure the top ventilation. Yes. Yes, I know that. Yeah, see, did you hear it go do-do-do-do? I unplugged it because it kept doing that. And I don't know why it kept doing that. So it was really annoying. Camera. Snapshot not available. Okay. So, didn't your camera automatic? I don't think so. I have no idea. But isn't it through like, don't you update it through here? I thought you updated the camera through about Prusa eShop settings. Buddy camera. Let's do this. Buddy camera. Buddy camera Prusa. Yeah. See, it goes do-do-do-do, and I don't know why. It just keeps doing that repeatedly. And it's super annoying. It's when I'm trying to like film out here or stream out here. So I've had this unplugged, so I gotta update it. Buddy Prusa 4.1. How did the wolves? Both wolves, honestly, the wolf from yesterday's stream, I could barely tell the difference between the two prints. So like there's like margin of error difference. Okay. Buddy camera for Prusa Core 1. Okay, so how do I update the firmware on here? Where is time-lapse support? Okay, so I know it's in the Buddy 3, so simple to use. To pair, use Prusa Connect or Prusa app. Select the printer to pair the camera with. Okay, so Core 1. Oh, camera. Why do you have like so many cameras on here? Unpair from printer. Okay, apparently I have like 20 different cameras paired to this printer. Unpair, unpair, unpair. Remember when we set this up originally, it was all borked? And I think that's why. Okay. So, we want to add a camera. Okay, so now it's blinking at me. Quit blinking at me. Okay. So add a camera. Okay, so we want to add a camera. So it's going to be a Wi-Fi camera. Okay, so the password. Okay, 1 second. So you are that. Also, it probably doesn't help it's trying to connect to the Wi-Fi in the house. And that Wi-Fi is not the greatest out here. So let me actually have it connect to the garage internet. Okay. Place the QR code in front of the camera. How do I gotta push a button? I don't know how this works. Like, okay, let's plug you in. Place the QR code in front, no button. And put in the QR code in front of it. I have no idea if it's doing anything. Oh, it's beeping green really fast. Oh, okay. And now we got a slow green beep. View printer in detail. Okay, so that is the printer. Camera. Oh, no. No. Are you a button? What are you? No. Token. It says there's a camera, but why aren't you working? It's just flashing green. Let me see if I can find the actual help guide. I'm sorry, Prusa, you're gonna get shit on too. Every company, if you have a wiki or a tutorial guide or some sort of any sort of like database, if I Google your product, one of the first links on here should be the wiki. Because when I Google your product, the first thing that shows up is the store. Okay? So I don't want to have to go to like help. Enclosure family, maybe? I don't know. Where is the buddy camera? Why don't you have a big fucking link right here that says link to the wiki? I hate every company does this. Every company does this. It's annoying. Better ways they could have done a camera? Probably not. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because these machines literally can't run a camera. You have to do an IP cam. You can't you can't do you can't plug a camera into it. There's not enough oomph. Buddy camera, buddy 3D camera 4-core 1. Okay, this is the store page. Where's the manual? Oh, there's a reset button. Okay, so let's remove that. You can hear it constantly going do-do-do-do. It's super annoying. But where is the wiki? Where's the wiki? This is the store page. Buddy 3D camera. Okay. Maybe that's just the store page. Article buddy camera. Like, that's what I mean. Like if you run a website and you have a wiki, one of the first things you should have is a flippin' link to your wiki for your product. Article buddy camera. Okay, what is it? Help. Drivers and firmware, hard printer model. Assembly manuals, using your printer. Where is, like, you would think if I type buddy camera, buddy 3D camera. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do this now. Let's do this now. Okay. Discord got me link. Okay, log into Prusa Connect on your phone or browser. Enter the printer you want to use the camera. Click camera tab. Click add a Wi-Fi camera. Okay, so add a camera. Next, add a Wi-Fi camera. Okay, let's do this. Type in that. Okay. Okay, make sure I got that right. Continue. It generates a QR code. Simply, the camera needs to be connected to the power supply. Green LED itself will start blinking, showing the camera is not paired. Tentative pairing mode, reset the camera by pressing the reset button for 1 second. Okay, I need something pointy. You are not pointy enough. I need something pokey. Pokemon with the pokey and the man and the ha ha ha. Oop. 1.
Start scanning.
Oop. It's beeping. Place the phone with
Stop
the...
scanning.
Oh, okay, it stopped scanning. Are you connected? Oh. Oh, start it again. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, start it again. Where'd my little pokey thing go? Did not work.
Start scanning.
It's hashed. Stop scanning. Okay. I don't think it's working. Because it just goes stop scanning, and then it makes no noise, and then it goes do. Troubleshooting. Camera does not turn on. No QR code reading. Move the camera QR code during the scan to find the correct angle. Record is about 20 centimeters. Okay, let's try this again. 20 centimeters. Yeah, the QR code's hashed, so it's not like you're going to be able to do anything with it.
Start scanning.
Right. Come on. The screen brightness is up all the way.
Stop scanning.
Like, screen brightness all the way. Come on. Try it again. This is getting annoying.
Start scanning.
Come on. Literally, it's like full brightness. Come on. Come on.
Stop scanning.
Sure the camera cover is removed. There is no camera cover. Yeah, it's not working. I cannot get it to work. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Start scanning.
It's making a beep noise. Like,
Stop scanning.
put the camera on the desk. Oh, you know why? I'm probably moving it. Because, you know, I shake like a mofo. I gotta find the button.
Start scanning.
Watch. If it works now. Come on. Oh.
Stop scanning.
The light's solid green. Now it's blinking fast again. Okay. Nope. What the frick? Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Put you here. I'm wondering if the lights are reflecting. So let's try this. Let's try this. I'm wondering if the lights are reflecting or fucking it up. So, you know what? Put you here. You go there. Okay.
Start scanning.
Come on. It's right there. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, come on, scan it. I wish it gave me more feedback. Because it just says start scanning, then stop scanning. Like, give me more info. Is there firmware? Can you update the firmware over an SD card? Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know why it's not working. This is ridiculous. Okay. Add a camera. Yeah, this is the same camera. When you start, note that the images was sounded. Unsuccessful pairing 3 long terms. Okay, so let's try it one more time. I don't have special. Oh, I have an underscore in the password or in the UR in the thing. Like, I don't think freaking.
Start scanning.
I don't think an underscore. It's right here. Scan it.
Stop scanning.
Okay. No. Yeah. Unsuccessful pairing. Okay, let's. What the fuck is going on here? Let's try this.
Start scanning.
I don't know what the beeping is. You know what? Maybe it is the underscore. Let me try the other Wi-Fi. Okay, let me try my other.
Start scanning.
You guys having fun? Oh.
Stop scanning.
It did do-do-do-do. slow blink, camera connected. And now it's a fast blink. How much you want to bet that it's because it's only connecting to my household Wi-Fi, which is kind of crap in my garage, and this thing doesn't have the greatest, it keeps dropping out. Because you can hear it. Can you hear it do its like do-do-do-do? I don't know what this do-do-do-do is. That's the annoying part. And it's not showing up in here. Like, I got nothing on here. And I got nothing on here. Well, it's connected to the house Wi-Fi. Yeah, it does 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. But it should automatically connect to what it does. I wish there was a way to update the firmware. Can you update the firmware over SD card? Like... Can you update the firmware through SD card? I have a Wi-Fi. I literally have a wire, a Wi-Fi access point 5 feet from me. Yeah, so it keeps like dropping off the Wi-Fi and reconnecting. That's what it's doing. Needs to be the same one as connected to the printer. Well, that ain't gonna work. Because the printer's on one, and then this one doesn't want to talk to it because it has an underscore, and apparently it can't handle underscores. Bleh. I'll put this, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go put this on the XL. Wi-Fi, it's both. It's a 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Like, it'd be nice if they told you anything in here about like... So how do I update the firmware? Oh! It's upgrading. It's upgrading right now. It's sitting in the thing. Okay, don't touch it. It's upgrading. It's upgrading. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to tell the printer to start, though. Hold on to your butts. No, 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 no! Where'd you go? It's a male voice now. It's a male voice now. I'm to like the sultry British vixen I had before. What the hell? Downgrade. This ain't an upgrade. And it's also a lot quieter. I don't like it. Okay, so now I need to do exactly what I did again, because I need to put this on the right internet. Okay, so add camera, wizard, Wi-Fi camera. So now I can put it on the right internet, so, because I can put underscores now. Yeah, it keeps dropping off the Wi-Fi. It's super annoying. Can you hear it? It scanned it. Wi-Fi connection. What do you mean Wi-Fi connection failed? That is the password. Scanned it right away. Continue, there's that, okay. Okay. Wi-Fi connection successful. There we go. So now we're getting like, okay, so what do I do for the beeps? The beeps, the squeaks? Hello, Rebecca. Who's Rebecca? Hello. Hello, Rebecca. Okay, so now it's doing like beep, beep, off, on, solid, solid. Okay, I think we're good. Slow binking. And we're connected. Okay. So now, if I go to printers, or one, why is snapshot not available? Camera. Okay, so we remove this camera. Oh. Take snapshot. Why do we got no image? Hello? Do the thing. Oh. Why aren't you working? It's right here. Default camera. Take snapshot. Why are we not seeing snapshots? And why can't I adjust? Oh.
Volume change.
Okay, the volume changing is working. But why am I not?
Volume changed. Volume changed.
Yeah, the volume's changed. Okay, so why are we not getting an image? The snapshot is not available. Auto? The camera just made a click noise. Huh, okay, well. Snapshot requires an SD. Why are you making a clicking noise? I'm just trying to figure out why I'm not getting images. Like, should I have an SD card in here? I can put an SD card in here. I think I have an SD card somewhere. Maybe not. I should have SD card somewhere. Oh, SD card, oh, SD card. Where are you, SD card? There we go. Okay, let me flash it, make sure it's got nothing important on it. I don't think this SD card works. I have a lot of bad SD cards. Then again, this reader, no, this reader works. It's just, okay. So this SD card is bunk. What about this random 8 gig SD card? What about you? Not getting anything on this. Not liking this. Okay, maybe not that SD card. What about this SD card? Okay, maybe this SD card maybe this Ugreen SD card reader don't work. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna put it in there. Well, they shouldn't be dead. That's the thing. Okay, so that's plugged in. So if I hit take snapshot, snapshot is not available. Like it, 10-second interval, snapshot is not available. connect to the Wi-Fi. Like, it's connected. Why aren't we seeing an image? Reboot the camera. I mean, unplug. Plug back in. I mean, it not being in the printer shouldn't matter, I don't think. And look, you guys can watch the printer print.
Wi-Fi connection successful.
Okay. Wi-Fi connection successful, so why am I not getting my image? Oh, do I? No, I should have. Let's go tune. Yeah, it has the camera on in here. It should. So. Yeah, it had the camera on in here. User interface. Where's the camera? Yeah, I had the camera was enabled in here. Maybe because it's printing. I don't know. Maybe I got to power cycle the printer or something. That just seems weird. Can I open the web page in Chrome? What would be the web page? What would be the web page in Chrome? Yeah, the camera's separate. It's just like, oh, continue a time lapse to SD card? No. Okay, where's copy? Open URL. Copy. What the heck is this? Q next. What the frick is this? It searches an image. I'm just gonna wait and put it back into the camera or back into the printer. I just don't know why it's not, why we're not getting an image. Like why use the app? I mean, it shouldn't matter. Here, let me close the app, relaunch it all. Maybe because it's like I have to relaunch score one. Camera. Nope, it's not showing the camera. It's just a black image. Oh. Hi. Okay, apparently, I just need to reboot the thing. Maybe I just have to relaunch Prusa Slicer, but it's working now. So, okay. It just don't work in here. So maybe I gotta launch. So let's close this. Okay, unplug this. I'm gonna be super sketchy and replace this while the camera printer is running. Let's zoom out a bit. Let all my hot air out. I think that's really hot air. You live in your corner. Go. Wi-Fi connection was successful. Okay, so now I don't know why this. Why is my keyboard dying all of a sudden? I need to get another powered USB hub, I think. There we go. Do I have I don't have VLC on this computer? What the schnitzel? I don't have VLC on here. Let me install VLC. VLC. Video LAN. There we go. Download VLC. There we go. At least with VLC. Well, that's what I'm hoping, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, installing VLC. I mean, could I just add it as a browser source? Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Good. So media, open network stream, that, play. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my God, it is not black and white in 1 frame per second. What the hell happened? Remember when it was black and white in 1 frame per second? Or 1 frame every 10 seconds? Okay, so now let me see if I launch Prusa Slicer, if it'll work in Prusa Slicer. You don't even know what VLC is, like the best, one of the best file printing things. Snapshot? Okay, camera. Okay, but I don't want snapshot, just show me the live stream. I don't want, okay, I don't know why it's not working in here, but whatever. It works in VLC. So that means I should be able to, if I do mobile, okay, so we do this, okay, and then what I can do here, actually, do this, you guys can go there, and then I can go browser, Prusa cam. Okay, we're gonna call it that. We are gonna go here and hit OK. And it won't work there. Okay, so I can't open it as a browser. So that's not good. Live stream only available in the mobile app and no feed to Prusa Connect while using VLS. What's VLS? What's VLS? I don't have VLC open right now, if that's what you're thinking. Media. But network stream. Yeah, I wasn't streaming to VLC. I had VLC closed. It's open now, but whatever. We'll just do this. How's that? That works. Now we can at least watch the printingly. Remember when it was only like a couple frames per second, or it was 10 seconds per frame, and it was black and white only? Times have changed, eh? It's a really nice image. Yeah, it's not bad. This is the same camera too. Like this is the camera that was all really crappy a while ago, and now it's not crappy anymore. So that's good. Also, I've had to stop printing parts for the whatchamacallit, because we're going to be getting some hot ends for the stealth changer that aren't available right now, and I will be getting some new stuff, so I have to wait till I receive that to make sure I'm printing the right parts. Hint, hint. Oh, and if you're wondering how the front face printed with the tube, here it is. It printed, although it's a little weak. So I got to play with the settings more. I think I gotta reach out to Luke and make sure I think I have the heater set up incorrectly. I have the wrong, I have it set up for the wrong heater. I'll be honest, I've been using my Prusa's without the camera for like months, and it honestly, it hasn't been that big of a deal. And this is gonna sound really like posh, but you wanna know what's funny? I did like 2,000 hours of printing for the Giant Gundam, and I had no camera watching the prints because they were printing on Prusa's and I didn't have any print fails. Like, I had a couple, but they were like, having a camera wouldn't have solved anything. Kind of fails. Like, I woke up to a fail. It's like, oh no, I forgot to paint supports on something. Having a camera wouldn't have saved the print. It would have just saved a little bit of filament. So I'll be honest, not having cameras wasn't that big of a deal. I know it sounds hypocritical because I harp on companies for not having cameras in modern printers, but it was like, well, if the printer prints fine and you don't have any issues with the printer and it doesn't fail, I mean, full screen. Or actually, what I can do, one second here. So I want mobile. So let's, I think, delete you. Remove Prusa Cam. Add video capture, browser, application, audio. What is not window capture? Select the window. Okay. Well, okay, that's a bit annoying. It's not capturing that. Automatic. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I should be able to oh, I can't minimize it, but I can shrink it, I think. There we go. I just have to like not minimize it, so I gotta. Ah! Can I just shrink it this way? No, because that makes it little. I have to keep it. I can't not have it. I have to. And let me guess, if I, okay, good. I can put it behind something. Okay, there we go. That's not a big deal. There we go. That's annoying. It's like, I can't minimize it. I was gonna minimize it, but you can't minimize it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, and fun fact, here's something we could talk about. Remember how like 2 years ago I had like a complete panic attack because I almost lost the ability to live stream on my channel because midway through my birthday stream of all things, I went, hey guys, look, I'm working on some stuff for Helldivers, and I held up a prop from Helldivers of one of the pew-pews. And YouTube, because somebody reported my channel, because I believe people are spying on me to report me and snitch, snitches get stitches, ratted me out to YouTube and reported it as me holding a firearm, okay? So, I'm very cautious about anything remotely pew-pew shaped on my live streams, okay? And I have been for a while, and it's caused me a bit of anxiety. Okay, so I have Nerf blasters that I've been wanting to build. We're not going to be doing them on here. We're going to be doing them on Twitch. So I can do stuff on Twitch. Twitch, you can actually show off guns on Twitch. You can go shooting on Twitch, but not YouTube. Speaking of live streaming Nerf guns, Lee Marie 3D, for those that don't know, is another content creator in the 3D printing sphere. And they were building Nerf blasters on their live stream today. It looks like Cynthia Nerf Blaster Build Live, Epic 3D Print Action and Filament prizes didn't follow our community guidelines. We removed it from YouTube. We think your content violated our firearms policy. Content that shows anyone live streaming while holding, handling, or transporting a firearm isn't allowed on YouTube. Bum, 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 bum. Project in Dad's garage got hit too. Oh, damn. So here's the thing. This, go to kick, no. YouTube is very, very anal about, move you over here, about anything that resembles a gun on a live stream. Why is that? Well, at first you're like, nanny state. And then I go, you know, people have committed mass shootings while live streaming. Simple as that. People who have gone on live on other platforms and YouTube, I believe, and done horrible things on the platform and streamed it. Because people are freaking internet brain nowadays. So anyways, YouTube runs it pretty hard. Anything that they think is a gun, if somebody reports it, or if the AI flags it, gone. So you're allowed to do it on videos. You're allowed to do it on videos. VOD videos, you're allowed to do Nerf blasters, you're allowed to do real guns, as long as the magazines are not high capacity. So 29, whatever. We're not going to dive into that. This isn't a gun channel. But on live streams, as much as it sucks, I'm more pissed that I'm more unhappy that the system to correct this is the problem. The actual, hey, take this down, we think there's a gun on stream, I actually support that measure. Why? Because people have done horrible things. Okay, you can't have nice things. Fortunately, we've proved as a society we can't have nice things because too many people take it too far with a lot of stuff. So, yeah, because of America. So anyways, the problem I have is not that, hey, they took down the live stream because, you know, flagged firearm. That I have actually nothing against. It sucks, but the rule exists for a reason. It's the, hey, you screwed up. I can prove it wasn't a firearm. Look, it's a Nerf blaster. It's a children's toy. You can go to Toys R Us and buy them. We still have Toys R Us in Canada, by the way, so that is a valid thing. Reverse it, and YouTube goes, okay, yeah, reverse. The problem is they don't do that. That's the problem I have, is the fact that I believe they already tried. Yeah, it got, yeah. It's like, it's super annoying. It took me like 2 days to get it reversed, and the whole time I was panicking because it puts a flag on your account that you can't live stream for like 30 days, which would screw me over big time because I'm a live streamer. So I've done the this is like the only thing you can do is at everyone. Although YouTube is probably slammed right now because of all the other shit going on with the view stuff changing and whatnot. But yeah, it's straight up like, yeah, so it's like you can have Nerf blasters, it's just on a live stream you cannot. Okay? So, and then you have these people here that are all like, ooh, censorship, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. It's YouTube's house. You have no right to be on this platform. They're allowed to implement whatever rules they see fit. This isn't a public forum, it's a private company. They are allowed to operate their company however they see fit. You telling them how to operate their company, well, that sounds like communism. So I'm not against the no guns on live stream rule. I just think it's overly handily enforced, and the way to correct the deficiency for a false flag does not exist properly. That's what I don't like. So I hope it gets reversed for Lee Marie, because it's bullshit. So hopefully, enough people bitching at YouTube gets it reversed. It took me 2 days to get it reversed. I had to basically talk to a human at YouTube and be like, bruh, it was a prop. It was a purple and green prop. It's like, you flagged me for having a firearm. There was no firearm. Your system's flawed. So TLDR, if you're live streaming on YouTube, don't do it. That's why I say pew pew. But on a video, you're okay. So one of the reasons I'm not a fan of using clankers for moderation is because they hallucinate. So So it's not that they enforce the rule, it's that when a false flag happens, they don't have systems in place to correct it in a timely manner that, again, if you are a YouTuber and that is your career, like me, it creates a shit ton of stress. It's very stressful when that kind of shit happens, believe me. So yeah. This actually works pretty good, except for the fact that I actually have to have like the stupid window pop up, but whatever. Oh, 1 second, I gotta fix the overlay, put it below the overlay. There we go. We can't have David Napler be hidden. They are the latest subscriber to the channel. We have to honor them by having their name in the bottom right of the screen. So. Yeah, I love when all the free speech people are like, you have to. It's like, bro, it's a private company. They're allowed to operate however they want. Within reason, as long as you don't follow, as long as they're not breaking like discriminatory rules and all that jazz. Okay, I'll be honest, this print's actually coming up pretty nice. I'm wondering, like, it is ABS, and I believe it does have minimum layer time, but it's actually coming out pretty nice. Why don't I just go on Twitch and post snippets? 2 reasons. I don't like breaking up my audience. And also, I think the way we do it on YouTube works pretty good for what I normally do, which is like strictly 3D printing kind of builds, right? Stuff that I don't want to make into videos, I think works better on YouTube because people watch the VODs, at least until YouTube changed the algorithm and it's all broken. Twitch, I view more as nobody watches VODs on Twitch. So if I'm doing something where if you miss the stream, you're not missing out, that's what Twitch is for, I think. The Twitch channel is Nero3D. The Twitch channel is Nero3D because I don't just do... Canuck Creator is the YouTube channel name. I am Taylor. My online name is Nero3D. Canuck Creator is the name of the YouTube channel. Canadian who makes stuff. See, got the maple leaf. Although, it's kind of hidden. Can't have that hidden. There we go. So, the YouTube channel is just Nero3D because I play games on there. We do Gunpla builds. I was going to paint today on there, but I was too tired. So the Twitch is for stuff that I either don't care about the live viewer count and whatnot, because it's like, I'll either take it and turn it into a video later for the YouTube. So that's one of the reasons I want to do the Twitch, because the problem I have with YouTube, if I do it on YouTube, it's already on YouTube. I'm not going to take like a 3-hour live stream on YouTube of me building a printer and then edit that into a video of me building the printer. Just watch the live stream. Yes, I know short form content and, you know, people don't want to watch 3-hour videos, but it is what it is. But if I'm going to do something like, you know, build some random electronic project or whatever that, you know, it probably wouldn't make good content to watch it live because it's like, you know, hacking, like me doing CAD work is very shit. But the final product might be cool. It'd be cool to like faff about on Twitch and then take that and turn it into a video for the YouTube channel. That's kind of thing. So, plus like the ads on Twitch. Also, Twitch takes a bigger cut of revenue. Twitch is 50-50, YouTube 70-30. So if you sub to me on Twitch, I get less money than if you gift a membership or become a channel member on YouTube, even if you give it the same. YouTube has ads. It does, and I disable them. I specifically do not run ads on my live streams while I'm live, because the experience when you join a live stream and you can't even see anything what's going on for like 30 minutes to 2 minutes because there's a freaking ad, I hate that shit. I hate that on Twitch. So on YouTube, I specifically do not run any ads when I'm live, unless, you know, I feel cheeky and I push the button. So Twitch, I have it set for the minimum amount of ads, but there still is ads. So like, for example, this week on Twitch, we're building some Gundams. We got some Gunpla kits. We're gonna be building some of those. Might be doing some CAD work for a project or something. Like the whole thing of Twitch is like, if you join, you're not missing out if you miss a Twitch stream. but it's like just something to fun and hang out with, right? Steel cage match between Nero and Zombie for the Prime sub. I mean, like, are we doing like Thunderdome rules? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I gotta dry my pet G. Got white. Load. I think my thing's broken. Oh well, my poly dryer might be broken. Run ads every. I used to do that and then I forget. Cooking streams on Twitch. That's what I mean. Like, you know, if freaking Factor or one of the like the what's the one that does the food sponsorships? It's Good Foods, Whole Food, not good Whole Foods. What's it called? Anyways, like if they reach out and they want to do a sponsor stream, I could do that on Twitch. Like Twitch is side project stuff that I don't care about as much, or not that I don't care about as much, but stuff that I normally don't do on YouTube, that's Twitch. Because I'm trying to like HelloFresh, that's what it is. I'm trying to diversify the content a bit because strictly building 3D printing kits doesn't hit like it used to. So I'm trying to branch out into other stuff. That's why I have the 6-foot Gundam in the basement that I just finished building. Yeah, T-Pain. Yes, T-Pain streams on Twitch and he does, he's doing 3D printing stuff lately, so. Yep. Should print a boat. Are there any files for a large boat that is actually like rideable by a person that you can 3D print? Like, also this is really, I saw Nathan was talking about this on Twitter today. This was kind of scummy. If you want to download files from MakerWorld, you have to create an account. Otherwise, you have to download them one at a time. And you can only download 5 files. You get rate limited. And you can't go into like, whatchamacallit? You can't go into like, what's it called? Incognito mode. So it's monitoring your IP. So it's tracking your IP to make sure you don't download more than 5 files unless you log in and like create an account and give them all your information. Like, yeah, nah. I'm like, I think Thangs was like that for a bit. You had to create an account to download and then they reversed it. But MakerWorld is just like, it just screams like data collection. Do they have a thing in their EULA about AI? I really want to know if they have a thing in their EULA about like, hey, we can use your models to train AI. Do they have anything like that? Yeah, there's a few people that have printed big benchies. So I'm not going to do that. I have the Venture XL, so I can print 600 millimeters and I have a bunch of PET G. So I might just print like a boat and glue it together using Gloop to see how that works. I think it would be fun. Begrudgingly have bamboos. Well, at least for the time being, you could feed them normal STLs. You don't have, there isn't a proprietary format for bamboos yet, luckily, so. Although you know, I could see them trying to do something like that. They just keep building that garden. Just keep building that garden. Yeah, large benchies, it's like my studio, right? I'm doing the studio. I don't want to do hexagons for anything because everyone and their grandma has done hexagons, so. Actually, tomorrow, I might do a Twitch stream tomorrow if I have time. I got to film the video first. I got to finish filming the video for the Gundam first because literally everything in the room is moved. So I had room to put the Gundam together and film me put it together. And then I can move it all back. So I had to move everything to build the giant Gundam. So I have to film the actual video, like the actual talking head part of the video. Because I filmed the building of it today. So I got to film, I got to talk about it, go through all that. Talk about the... this. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. But this is all the support waste from the Gundam. It's like 15 pounds. By the way, the Gundam weighs 85 pounds, including the stand. Including the stand that holds it up, it's 85 pounds for the whole Gundam. So, yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. Because it's a mixture of PLA, PETG, and some ABS as well. And it's all unlabeled and mixed. So maybe I might, you know, try and see if I can give it to, like, see if any recycling center will take it. 80, what is it? What's 85 pounds in kg? It's like just under 39 kilograms. So. Bone infusion, I could do that. Maybe. But yeah, so tomorrow on Twitch, we might, if I finish building everything up, I might do a cheeky little Twitch stream where we reassemble the studio. So. Dissolve it in solvent and feed it into a diesel heater. I worked in a plastic injection mold shop for like 7 years. I was in the military for 6. I smoked cigarettes for a decade. And I did grow up when smoking in buildings was still a thing. And even I'm not, and I pretty much spend, you know, dozens of hours a week around things that melt plastic. And even I'm not crazy enough to start melting plastic in solvents to make diesel fuel for a diesel heater generator. No. That's like cancer in a bottle. That's not quitting. It'll be 8 years this next month, actually. Or actually, yeah, it'll be 8 years, October 13th, since I last had a cigarette. I think I've had a cigar in the meantime, but that don't count. Yeah, gunpla kits are relatively cheap. They're fun content. I'm having fun building them on Twitch because you get like anywhere from 3 to 6 hours to build them, depending on like, you know, how much to your top. Oh, did we lose it? Yeah. Open network stream. Play. Cannot connect. I think we lost it. Did we lose it? The green light's solid, so I think we lost it. Cannot connect. Oh, might have lost it. Oh well. Here, I'll print that. What's that one geometric thing that was kind of funky? I'll print that on here. Give us something to watch while the print's doing stuff. Is that ABS? That's ABS. I need to get like more. We'll do this. Is this? Oh my god! Ow! Ow! That hurt. That hurt. That actually hurt. You're all pet G's. Where's PLA? That's all pet G. Fucking hurt. That actually hurt. Ow. I took a spool right to the ankle. Pet G. Your pet G. Ow. Oh. That actually hurt. Ow. Your pet G. And all pet G. I gotta have some PLA on here. Lipstick red PLA. There we go. Ow. Ow. Son of a... It hit like right in the side of the ankle. Like, you know how like you get a funny bone hit? It hit like my side of the ankle in just the right spot. Oh. It just ran into the side, hard plastic spool. It helps if you plug printers in, by the way. Ow. There we go. You got a lot. I have a lot of Pet G because of the Gundam. Prusa sent me like 50 kilograms of Pet G to print the Gundam. And before that, when they sent me like, when Prusa was sending me printers to like unbox and build on the channel and whatnot, when they send the printer, they also send like a sampler box of filament. So it's like 2 or 3 spools of PLA, 2 or 3 spools of Pet G, and like a spool or 2 of ABS, right? They send you a couple like sampler spools, like, hey, go use this, whatever. So you get a couple of those, and then you get 50 kilograms for a giant Gundam, and all of a sudden you're like, shit, I have a bunch of Pet G left over. So I got to do something with it, which is why I'm thinking a boat, because Pet G is relatively watertight, and I still have a bunch of gloop left over. So I figure, yeah. Okay. Ooh, what's this? That's human scale. This is human scale. Where was that one weird, funky, flexible print? Yeah, here we go. Spherical. Okay, so which one do I want to print? Which one of these is the funky one? Like, how are you supposed to print these? Do they need support? Oh wait, there was like another one too, right? There is this one. Prusa mini wire. They need to do, Prusa needs to do something with the mini. Requiring support. So I think this one doesn't need supports. Okay, but which one's which? I wish they gave you a name. Spherical 1 and 2. Let's do 1. Download. Okay, so this is, oh, here, let me load filament in here. Okay, so this is a 3.5 with Filament PLA, or Filament PLA. Downloads, Tetra 1. I'm think, oh wait, no, wait. Boom. Click this guy. This pulls out of the pen to, oh, it also includes what? Okay, well, I'll download this, and delete this. I sound very choppy. Why would I sound very choppy? Do I sound okay? Better now? Okay. Okay, there we go. We'll see. Oh, this is gonna be a fun, okay. So, I think I have Vision Miner on here. We'll find out. Oh wait, TLA. Gotta load some PLA on it. Oh, I was slicing. Oh, it's not a bandwidth issue. I have gigabit fiber. I have 1 gig up, 1 gig down. So it's not a it's never a bandwidth issue unless I'm having actual internet issues. I will say that Eevee is looking really nice in ABS. It's looking really nice right now. And what I'll probably do, that little experiment we did at the beginning of the stream about the filament, I'll chop that up into like a little YouTube short or something for tomorrow. Yeah, every time I slice something, the stream gets a little chunky. It does it every time. It's super annoying. I don't know why it does it. It just does it. I don't think it's a PCI lane thing. Because like this has... I don't think I have an M.2 in here. I think it's an SD. Like it's an SD. Yeah, it's just a regular SSD through SATA, a video card, and a capture card. That's all I have in here. And it's a Ryzen 3700X. So I should have enough PCI lanes. Yeah, it's core priority, but I don't want to set core priority every time I launch the slicer. Or update the slicer or whatever. Like, I'm not saying I'm lazy. I'm being lazy. Plus, every time it happens, I can farm you for engagement. Because about somebody in chat always goes, why does he sound choppy? So it's engagement farming. Go. Send to connect. What's the red light in my background? What do you mean red light? Oh, that? This one right here? It's, ooh, ooh, ooh. Focus. It's my spinning rainbow light bulb. It's a spinning rainbow light bulb that's magnetic and it floats. So it accents the Tico. Oh, actually, you can't see the Tico. There we go. It accentuates the Tico light. Also, it's how I know if the power ever flickers, because if the power goes out, the magnet falls. So it spins. There we go. So this filament's dry, as you can tell, because it's not oozing like crazy. So here, let me put this here. Now you can actually see it print. There we go. What's the award next to it? A very, very, one second here. The highest award in the world, it's the LDO Motors Award. It's the LDO Motors 2024 Top Creator, Canuck Creator Award. I'm pretty sure it says the exact same thing for everyone else who got one. So there's a lot of 2024 top creators, but yeah. Bed will knock it off. Should be good. Should have enough clearance. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Are we gonna clear? It clears. Clears clearance. The printer knows I moved it. It's like, I gotta recalibrate everything. I've been power cycled. 9950, 32 gigs of RAM. Ooh, nice. Ooh, a 5080. 8 gigs, an 8 gig. A 5080 is only 8 gigs? That can't be right. You have to have more VRAM than 8 gigs on a 5080. Come on. I know NVIDIA is stingy, but they can't be that stingy. Please tell me they're not that stingy. NVIDIA 5080. The 5080 is 16 gigs. 5080 is 16 gigs. Okay. I mean, it's kind of sad my 3090 is 24. NVIDIA had an absolute banger with the 1080 Ti, and they never were that dumb ever again. 9070. Yeah, the 9070s are pretty good from what I understand. Like, I game at 1080p. So a 3090 at 1080p is going to last me quite a bit, I hope. So. Yeah, I have it right here. So I have a 3090, non-Ti, but it's a 3090. So let's see, I've got only DLSS2, which is fine. I got all the AI tops. So at least, you know, if I ever replace it, I can use it for an AI chip. Second gen ray tracing. 1/7 gen NVENC. I mean, it's fine. I love how I have more VRAM, and even though it's a GDDR6X, it's almost as fast. NVIDIA is just stingy when it comes to VRAM. And then I have a the CPU is a 5800X. Nothing fancy. I got 64 gigs of RAM though. I used to have a 3950, and then I got a 5800X, which the 5800X, even though it has half as many cores as the 3950, in games and the software that I use, it's better. You have a 1660, a 3080 Ti, my wife's computer has a 3080 in it, and then Alt has a 3080 as well. And then I have, I don't know why I keep this up on the shelf, but I do. Behold. The 1080 before the 1080. Look at that, you get infinity mirror on that. The good old 8800 GT. Back when you can walk into Best Buy, drop 300 Canadian dollars down on the counter and walk out with a leading class GPU that was single slot. The good old days. B580. I've heard good things about the B580 for like budget entry level stuff. Okay, let me, I got way too many tabs open right now. Can it run Crysis? Yeah, it would run Crysis. So my problem was when I built my first desktop, I had a, at the time, not common widescreen monitor. It was a 1440 by 900. Because at the time, most people were running like 1280 by 1024s. This is like early mid 2000s. So most people, this was before widescreens were common, 1080p. So it was like, most people had 1280 by 1024. I had a 1440 by 900 widescreen. And that was a pain. Because a lot of the games, like the late 90s games that I tried to play, wouldn't run in widescreen mode. And by widescreen mode, it'd be 16 by 9. So when I built the computer, I had a 7600 GT in it, a 7600 GT and an AMD 3800 X2 dual core, and I think I had like 2 or 4 gigs of RAM, and I went to the 8800 when the first Modern Warfare came out. So when the first Modern Warfare came out, I had to upgrade from the 7600 to the 8800 so I could get decent frame rates on multiplayer, because the 7600 did not like multiplayer. So when 8800 GT release? When was that? 2007, October 29th, 2007. When did Modern Warfare release? Modern Warfare 1 release. Say around the same time, 2007, November. Yeah. So yeah, I remember like at the time, it was like, oh no, the game doesn't run great on my computer. Let me just go to Best Buy, drop $300 down, and get a just released top of the line graphics card. The good old days. Now it's like, good luck if it's in stock for the first couple months. And also you're dropping $1,500 down minimum. So, Gamer Supps come in cans. They do. They now have energy drinks. If you wish to purchase them, use code Canuck, save some money, or you can just get the powdered stuff that I normally drink. But it's not bad. It is not sugar-free, unfortunately, compared to the rest of the stuff, and it is obviously you're paying more because it's a can. They're shipping a can. It costs a lot to ship a can versus a tub of powder. But it ain't bad. It ain't bad. This is good. It's cherry slush. It's actually pretty nice. As far as energy drinks go, it doesn't taste medicine-y, which I like. My normal, if I'm drinking an energy drink, I am totally drinking Boomer White Monster. That is like legit the only like energy drink I can really drink. Can we get rid of AI now? I'm okay with AI for limited purposes. I just think it's being shoehorned in too much stuff. But yeah, NVIDIA, it'd be really nice if they spun off their gaming division into something competent instead of just the leftovers from their data center. Although, if I could go back in time and buy some NVIDIA stock in like 2020, that would have been really smart. But who knew? Well, nobody cares about mining. Nobody mines on GPUs anymore. It's all about AI. So, although it's funny when I went to China and it's like, oh, these are the cards you're not supposed to be able to buy here. And here they are. I love this picture. There's the 144 scale, or the 144 scale high grade RX 78 on the shoulder of the 110 scale. Oh yeah, hallucinating AI is a problem. Like that's why you can't really use it for anything, like can't replace people. You still need somebody to check it. So what's the point then? Gamers next this video back up. Nice. Also, my new desktop came in. And by desktop, I literally mean a desktop for the table downstairs. So we got to put that on the workbench. It's good for pattern recognition. LLMs and like other type of AI like that does have a valid use case. I just think everyone's trying to shove it into everything under the sun to try and save a buck. And also all the tech bro startups are using it as an opportunity to make money because it's like, Oh, we're using it's Tecrity. It's South Park Tecrity. It's like, oh, we're a marijuana company that's using AI algorithms to facilitate growth in the evolving environment. Give us $100 million venture capital money now. Come on, come on, come on. Cough it up, Peter. Cough it up, Peter. What are we printing? A couple things. We're trying out on the Core 1, we're trying out the new Prusa Slicer update where you can do continuous smooth surfaces or whatever it is to like fix imperfections. That print should be done in about 30 minutes. And it's looking really nice. And then right now we're just printing this cool little like intensity print. Like, what is it? What is it even called? I don't know. It's like it's a chicken head print. It's a chicken head print. It'll make sense when it's done. I thought they were using Grok. Didn't Elon like get them to use Grok of all things? Here's the thing. It's such a pit. AI is such a pit because okay, you're all doing the same thing. All it is math. Right? All it is you buy a bunch of CPUs, you throw a shit ton of data at it, and it just regurgitates, okay? So nobody's really stopping anyone else from doing AI. You just need more GPUs. And the problem is, the moment you spend all this money on GPUs, right? You're dropping hundreds of millions on GPUs, and then a new generation of GPU comes out and they're all useless. Because it's not worth the power draw, and like, yeah, well, if somebody else gets the new it's NVIDIA just like is selling shovels to gold miners during the rush. I think NVIDIA is like the only one that's going to be making money out of this whole AI thing in the long run. Because I think it's just, and also we've run out of like virgin data to train AIs. So it's all being trained on AI generated data. So we have all the freaking Habsburg AI that's all inbred to shit. I really think it's a bubble. I really think judging by, I don't use AI at all. For those wondering, I don't use AI at all. I have a few thumbnails that I created a while ago using like some random AI program because I was lazy in the night. So I made a bunch of print and chill thumbnails. I have that. That's literally all I've done with AI. And then I have a standalone AI computer downstairs that runs offline. It runs small models for just dicking around. Right? I use it for just literally messing around on stream. I don't use AI at all for editing my videos. I don't use it for image generation. I don't use it for writing scripts. I don't use AI at all for any real work other than just like messing around. But the problem is, the biggest problem I have with all this AI is it basically rounds the edge off everything. Because everything is optimized. It's who here played World of Warcraft back in the day? Like I'm talking vanilla WoW during release. Okay. If you were around during that time, shit was fun and we were all stupid. If anyone here played WoW back then and then played WoW during classic era, huge difference because everyone optimized the fun out of it. My favorite part of World of Warcraft was just wandering around the world doing quests. Like, yeah, dungeon raiding and endgame raids and whatnot were fun, but I enjoyed just kind of exploring the world and dicking around. But then it became, no, you need to have this class, this build, here's your BOE, or here's your best in slot, go farm this, do that, have this spec, this is where you stand when fighting this guy, this is where you stand when, this is your rotate. Basically, all the fun got optimized out. And I'm really worried about that happening to basically our culture with AI. I'm really worried about AI just spitting out the slop that is optimized and tuned to get the most engagement because our brains are so fucked from dopamine responses from short form content, where brains are just constantly going ding, 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 ding with dopamine hits from short form content and whatnot, and everything being optimized. I am really worried about everything just becoming generic slop because of this. Like you see it in all social media. You join a social media site, the moment you start posting a couple things, like create a new TikTok account. I don't use TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but create a TikTok account And then you click on two things and it starts filling in the holes. And next thing you know, you go down a rabbit hole and it's like all you get fed is like either crazy left-wing stuff or crazy right-wing stuff or flat earth stuff or, you know, food guides or camera edit. I watched one video on YouTube because I just got a Canon M200 for the basement, right? I watched one video on YouTube about the Canon M200. I refreshed my homepage. All it is camera guides. The best cinema camera to start your YouTube career. The budget entry level camera from 5 years ago that nobody uses, but you should know about. That's, you know, I bought it for $80, but because of the way YouTube is, it's now $500 on eBay. It's like everything is like blinders stay on the site. Oh, this is what you like. Here you go. Here you go. Positive reinforcement. That's how everyone gets stuck into these cults and whatnot, because it's like, oh, we're just, you know, reinforcement bias or whatever it's called. Positive reinforcement bias. You believe it because you see it because you keep seeing it. So, yeah, that's what I'm worried about AI and all the algorithms and everything. Everything is being optimized to basically keep you on the platform as long as possible. We're going to keep feeding you what you want to see to reinforce your beliefs and whatever your beliefs are, whether it's like freaking Pokemon tutorials or camera guides or like how to grow garlic. That's what you like, that's all you're going to see. And it's just a feedback loop. So. Nintendo patented in mounting and dismounting ground and flying creatures. Ow! You know how many games have... Wow! World of Warcraft. Hello, Whelping Ghost. We are printing, and printers are printing. Joined before. I played WoW from about midway through Vanilla to a couple weeks into Burning Crusade. I'm assuming the patents were granted in the US, right? Summoning creatures to battle enemies. Freaking, it is hilarious how like happy-go-lucky you think like Nintendo is as a company, but Nintendo lawyers are like the most blood-sucking lawyers in the video game industry, I think, except for like Activision. It's like I think it's like a thing with Japanese companies across the board. They're just very litigious when it comes to like stuff like that. That Eevee is looking beautiful. I honestly wish I had known we were going to be doing this. What I will do... No, because that's a different machine. Like, that one... Okay, I have two Core 1s. One's running the newest firmware with the new slicer. The other one is pretty much the same machine. It has a different nozzle on it, but it's running the older firmware, and I think the slicer upstairs is the older slicer. I haven't installed the new one. So what I'll do is I will swap the filament from that machine to my other Core 1, and I will print the Eevee using the older slicer with the default settings and see what the difference is. So. Pursuing IP. Oh yeah, I'm hoping all these companies sue all the AI companies. Don't forget, we are doing the giveaway in half an hour, so if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button. You're not going to enter the contest to win some filament without liking the like button, right? You're not going to be like that, right? You're cool, right? I know you're cool. You're not going to do that, right? So like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're subscribed, your name pops up right here on the screen. If you want your name to pop up here, just subscribe and your name will pop up there. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, the best way to do it is become a channel member, Patreon supporter. Gifting memberships to others is always the best way because other people get to hang out when we do members-only stuff, get early content, hang out in the Discord, on the members channels. And, or just go shopping, buy some Prusament. Everyone likes Prusament. Go buy some Prusament. You want some Prusament, don't ya? and use code Canuck or the affiliate links because they don't cost you anything extra and they go a long way in supporting the channel. Have I used the Easy Print? I did. I did at Rocky Mountain Rep Fest because Pooch shanghaied me snuck up on me while I was doing something and he wanted to record a short of me using it. And I'm like, Pooch, I'm like 3 time zones away from my printer. And he's like, just do it. I'm like, okay. I pulled it out and I printed something. And then when I came home, it was done. So yeah, I haven't done it a lot because I'll be honest, if I'm printing something, I'm usually playing around with settings and whatnot. But I have used it a handful of times, and it is a nice feature. It's nice to have if you need it. I don't do it regularly. I'm very rarely out and about and like, I should browse printables and see what prints there are and start a print remotely. If I'm starting a print, it's usually a file I already have on my computer because I like downloaded it from like GitHub. But there have been a few cases where I was out with the little guy, especially now. Let me pull this up. Who here goes to like flea market, or not flea markets, but like, you know, farmers markets, art in the parks, stroll the street, art by the river, like, you know, the things where everyone sets up a little booth and you have like the Scentsy people are always there and Tupperware and the guy selling like shirts that say my body is a machine that turns food into poop and stuff like that. So anyways, long story short, these types of booths are becoming very, very common. Nothing against the guy here running it, nothing against the people running it. I got nothing against the people running these booths. But every time I go to these events, this is everywhere. And I think this is a bubble. Because every time I talk to these people, I just walk by, I'm like, hey, you know, what printers are you using? What not? Oh, Bamboo's. Bamboo's printing flexi stuff. And whatever meme flavor, it's always eggs. It's always flexi whatevers and like, you know, a couple of boo-boos and like other stuff, but it's always the same stuff. It's gotta be a bubble. It's gotta be all, because literally we're out at these things and my little guy's like, I want this. I'm like, okay, it's printing. It'll be ready when we get home. That's like the only time I use it. But I swear these have gotta be a bubble because you could only have so many people. Like we went out yesterday for like a stroll the street things, and there was 3 of them. There was one that was a whole dedicated booth, and the other 2 were like, one was a store that had a section of 3D printed stuff, again, Bamboo's, flexi stuff, and another one, same thing. It's like, Bamboo is marketing their printer to these people, and I really think it's gonna be a bubble that pops, because Etsy took down a lot of the, I still think Etsy still doesn't allow 3D printed stuff, right? Like Etsy took down a bunch of that stuff. So the Etsy bubble popped. So now they're selling it at these events, and I really don't think it's a long-term thing. I'm thinking a lot of people are buying these printers, buying a ton of filament, buying even more filament because it's the Bamboo printer and it poops out half of it. So that was funny because I was wearing my Index shirt and the guy's like, oh, you have an Index? I'm like, oh, they're not out yet. He's like, oh. So I think he realized hey, that's a lot more efficient than all the poop. But anyways, long story short, it's like, I really don't think these are going to be like I think this is, I call it Nintendo Wii syndrome. Everyone bought a Nintendo Wii. Nobody played Nintendo Wiis. You went to your friend's house, they had a Nintendo Wii, you played freaking Wii Sports or whatever. You thought, oh, this is really cool. And then you went out and bought a Nintendo Wii. You played like Mario and like Zelda and a little bit of Wii Sports, and then it just started collecting dust for the next 8 years. I really think like the people that are doing this, I think a lot of people are buying these printers thinking they can start up their own shop. Like, because they advertise it as like your own manufacturing thing or whatever. What do they call it? I can't remember what they call it. They call it like your personal manufacturing facility, or they have like some name they call their H2D or H2S or whatever the heck they call it. I just really think it's kind of like you're forcing a market to exist so you can sell to that market that you kind of forced to exist, or you made people believe exist. And I think it's kind of a bubble, because it's like, how many people can run an Etsy store selling 3D printed fucking flexi snakes and what is this, a flexi snitch, until like, you know, the Disney lawyers start clamping down. Like, Like, what do we call, these are Le Plaplas? What, like, they're Le Fufus, but they're 3D printed. What's the funny name for 3D printed Le Boo? It's not a Le Fufu. It's like a Le Plapla or whatever, because it's PLA. But yeah, I really think it's kind of like we're trying to make a market exist so we have more to sell to, but it's not a real market. So I haven't seen other companies go that way. Other companies sell printers to people that want 3D printers. Whereas like Bamboo kind of, I think some other companies are starting to do it more now, but it's like Bamboo kind of like, we're gonna make our market for our printer. A 3D printer is a manufacturing machine. It's like a Cricut or a CNC machine or a laser. Not everyone needs one unless you have a specific use case. I have a specific use case. I'm sure a lot of you here have specific use cases where you use a 3D printer. But if you just give a random 3D printer to a person on the street who literally like, they work a 9-to-5 job, their kids are in hockey, like they don't do any of this kind of stuff that probably us are doing or using with our printer. They're like, here's a 3D printer, you can make your own Etsy store with it. They're gonna be like, okay, I go to Make a World, download all the Flexi shit, print the whole table of it. Okay, now what? Like, MLM. Yeah, honestly, it's very like I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Shooting range targets. Actually, that would have been fun. Although that would be a ton of waste, and I'll be honest, if you're the type of person that goes to a range and you're shooting up plastic, you better be cleaning it up. You better be cleaning it up. X tool, yeah, like that's the thing. What I think happened with additive manufacturing, I think everyone that kind of needed a 3D printer kind of has a 3D printer, and you're running into the same market. Like Tim Hortons, where are my fellow Canadians at? Hey buddy, Tim Hortons freaking sucks, right? Tim Hortons sells coffee and donuts and soup. When I was a kid, that's all they sold. Coffee, donuts, soup, muffins, bagels, like that kind of stuff. Breakfast and some lunch stuff. The problem is, well, shit, how do we make more money? We've saturated the market. Well, let's sell pizza. Let's sell burgers. Let's sell like roast beef sandwiches. Like, you basically have to create a market now to cater to. And I think that's kind of what happened. It's going on right now in additive, like at-home additive, is the market for those that kind of need a 3D, that actually need a 3D printer is kind of saturated. So now companies are like, to make, either to come into the market like Bamboo is, Bamboo kind of like, they marketed, because at the time, if you wanted a printer that was fast and closed and reliable, you pretty much had to build it. Like, if you wanted a, you know, for the most part, if you wanted a Voron, you had to build a Voron. And then Bamboo came out and you could just buy a Voron. So. But then what happened was everyone bought Bamboo and it's like, okay, shit. Well, now what are we gonna do? We've sold printers to everyone who needs a printer. So now we have to make people that normally wouldn't have a printer want a printer. It's the same reason like DJI markets all that cool stuff. It's like, oh, you should buy a DJI camera so you can fly your drone around and buy a drone and then do all these sweeping panorama stuff on your vacation. And then you crash it in the ocean and you never see it again. It's like you have to like generate the market for it to exist, which there's nothing against that. It's just, this is a lot of plastic that's probably going to end up in landfills. This is a lot of plastic. And also, it's not just regular plastic, it's grade A microplastics. Stream where you just watch a team more. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, we were doing other stuff on the stream. I just started the stream by getting the Tim Hortons pizza. That was the stream where I ate the cardboard box the pizza came in, and the cardboard box had more flavor, or at least had like a better texture profile. I remember that. That's why Bamboo has their filament sales. It's something for people coming back to. Yep. I mean, tinfoil hat. you know, I'm wearing the tinfoil hat. I'm acknowledging the tinfoil hat. Okay. Personally, I think Bamboo pushed the way they do multicolor and like kind of made some like did so much advertising with multicolor because they wanted they make a ton of money on filament sales. Bamboo makes a shit ton on filament sales. So hey, let's make a system so that if you print multicolor, you waste a lot of filaments. You got to buy more. And then Bondtech teases the index. Snapmaker's coming out with the U1. People are like, I'll be honest, for those here in the audience that have never used a tool changer before, it's like when you go camping and you wear the same pair of socks for like 3 days straight. And then like you sit by the fire and you take your shoes off, your socks off, and you wear your flippy floppies for a bit. You give your feet a good rub, and then you put on a nice pair of comfy socks and fresh, and it changes your world. That's what a tool changer's like. The moment you have, yes, the Prusa XL, it's expensive. Most people don't need one. They're large. It has some quirks to it. I like it though, because once you have one, once you use a tool changer, you realize how much the other systems suck. About how much it sucks sitting there waiting for the filament to retract out, wait for the filament to come back in. Oh no, it's got to do a little purge. Oh, look at it's pooping. Okay, we're back to printing. Whereas an XL where it's like back to printing. Like, I really think the Snapmaker U1 and the Index made Bamboo go, okay, we have to come out with a system that doesn't waste as much filament. The problem is, what they showed off doesn't really work that good. I don't think it'll be what people think it is. I've seen people calling it a tool changer. It's not a tool changer. It's a nozzle changer with a heater attached to it. It's the same thing as the Atom Form Palette 300. It just changes the nozzle. So instead of having to purge out that slug of filament that you cut, it just stays in there and you just rotate nozzles. It's not a tool changer. You still have to have AMS units. You still have to do the big long unwind and feed back to the hot end. You just save a little bit of purge, but you still have to prime. So it's not the best. It does remove some of the downsides, but I don't think there's enough upsides there to be worth the cost, because it's going to be expensive as shit. So yeah, I like, they tried to do what an index is without actually doing what an index does. Like they're missing out the things that make the index so good. The fact that you can literally just go from grabbing one tool, grab another tool, and print. You don't have to do any purging, priming. Well, you might want to do a little bit of priming, but you don't have to like load, unload the filament. You don't need AMS units. Plus it's 7. You got 6 changeable and 1 not changeable. So a Core 1 has 7 colors already. And it's a much smaller machine. So imagine how many they can fit on a hypothetical XL2. Imagine like 12 colors on your printer. Just on the printer. You think Bamboo rushed it? I don't think it's so much rushed. I think they're announcing it earlier than they would plan on. Because why would you announce the H2D and then immediately announce a better machine? Like, it's kind of like... I don't know. I don't know Bamboo. I have no contacts at Bamboo. I have some people that work in the industry and other companies that have kind of hinted at some stuff, but I'm not going to like drop deets like that. It's kind of like, I really think one of the only things they've really done that was game changing was the AMS system, because it made single nozzle multi-material reliable and consistent. Although to be fair, my Prusa MMU3, I barely had any issues with it, but it is a rat's nest. It is a lot more of a clunkier setup. The AMS made single nozzle multicolor elegant and simple. I give them all the credit for that. But other than that, they're like Apple. They're doing stuff other people have already kind of done, just, you know, with a bit more polish, which isn't a bad thing. I just wish there was some more actual proper innovation instead of just like, yeah. Bamboo says fall for the H2C, but it's going to be teased for pre-order in the fall. Oh, I believe it. They're announcing they're doing the pre-order in the fall because that's when Index is dropping. Index, I think they're trying to announce or have it out before the end of the year. And then Prusa is also teasing the Core 1. So they want you to not buy the other thing and pre-order their thing. It's a common thing. Freaking when the day Snapmaker launched their Kickstarter, Bamboo did a massive sale on their printers. Like it is what it is. So does anyone use the box turtle? I have mine. I still got to set it up. We got to set that up. I'm waiting until I get the garage kind of finished with my moving stuff around. So I gotta put a shed in the back. I've already started moving stuff around. So I as you can tell, I have the Make Cara is on the other side. I have a CNC side. I have the CNC laser and big printer side of the garage is in the works right now. So that will be hopefully before sometime in October. We're gonna put the box turtle on the Adventure XL for filament rollover, and if I do need to do multicolor. So we have the box turtle, like it's already built. I just have to set it up on the printer essentially. Bedtime? It's not bedtime, it's 10:46. And you're on the West Coast. You're on the best coast. So it's not even like that late. But good night. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you are going to 3D Printopia, you will see this. I am bringing this to 3D Printopia. It'll be at the Prusa booth. So yeah. I shouldn't be showing it off because this is this week's video, so I'm spoiling this week's video. But it's too cool. I don't want to not show it off. It's like I finally put it together and I got it all up and I'm like, look how badass that looks. Ooh. Oh, are you East Coast? Oh yeah, oh yeah, you're right. My bad. But anyways, yeah, get some rest and take care of them, man. Get your EPs in. Get your EPs in. Well, it's surprisingly stable. I tried to get a picture with my arm, like its arm around me and my arm around it, but the problem is like the arm can't really go up. It can come straight out. The arm can actually come straight out. So I'd have to like crouch to get under it, and yeah. But yeah, it is. I am 5'9", and this is I don't know if it's 190 centimeters to the top of the head or the top of the fin, but it's 190 centimeters tall. So. Just chilling in the corner with all the lights off. I gotta paint this gray. This is just PVC conduit. I gotta paint it like black or something. Am I shifting the Gundam or try and border cross? It is gonna ride shotgun in my car. Actually, it'll probably sit in the passenger or in the rear seat. I'll probably put it in the rear seat because putting it in the passenger seat would probably be a little too obvious. But I am gonna try and I'm driving, so I gotta bring this. And then also this week, maybe Tuesday, on the Tuesday stream, I gotta get the Gloop V2. We gotta get the Gloop V2 up on the bench, and we gotta wrap that up. It's all built. I just gotta enclose it and do final checks on it, make sure it's all good to go, because we're bringing the Gloop V2 to 3D Printopia as well for the Gloop booth. Because I built them a V2, and I haven't been able to give it to them. So they paid for the printer, and they just gave it to me to build, and then give it back to them. So I gotta give it back to them. So we got to bring them the Gloop V2. So we'll get the Gloop V2 out, get it all cleaned up, make sure it's printing good, load a bunch of demo files on it so it can print while it's at the show. And yeah, don't forget the seatbelt. So it can sit down. These waist armor panels come off, so it can sit down. It can sit down. So I'm hoping I could sit it down in the rear passenger seat. Did I do the Nomi cooling test? I think so. I mean, to be fair, this printer is probably going to be at like trade shows just printing demo prints at their booth. So it's probably going to just print PLA all day. So what I'll do is I'll load up some like just demo prints, and then that way you can just like select prints and have it print. So I love how fast this thing is. Can the Gundam do the thinker pose? So the arms can go up and down. The arm itself can rotate. And then the elbow joint moves up and down and the hands can rotate. So it can do like, it can do most movement. It can do like that. It should be able to. The problem is it weighs 85 pounds. So there is friction in the joints, but if you like pose it, it just kind of like falls down because it weighs so much. Each arm is 3 kilograms. Like from the shoulder all the way to the hand is 3 kilograms, this whole arm. So it just kind of droops. So like this is its just standby pose essentially. Does it have hollow core? Maybe. No, it's got a whole exoskeleton. It's 378 parts. It's got a whole skeleton under the armor. Like it's got like, there is literally an entire carbon fiber PETG frame under everything here that would stand on its own without all the white armor pieces. Unfortunately, because I've scaled it up 200% and I printed it on modern printers in a different filament than what it was designed, it doesn't really fit together the way, like, it doesn't snap together the way it should. So it's all glued together. So unfortunately, I can't take the armor off, but all the major joints move. And there is some armor around the legs that comes off, so I can take the feet off. So it does break down into multiple parts. So I have left foot, right foot. The legs and torso are one, or the legs and waist are one piece. The torso is one piece. Left arm, right arm, head, backpack, and then the stand. So it's 9 pieces total, essentially. Oh, Eevee's done. Oh, wow. Okay. Hot. Hot. Should I let this cool? Hot, 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 hot. Let that cool for a bit. Okay, so now I gotta unload. Unload. And I'm gonna have to put this in the other old filament, or the old slicer. So let me just double check. So the Eevee, oh shoot. I think the Eevee I printed with Prusament ASA on default structural settings, I believe. Prusament ASA default structural settings, I think. Stop at Canadian Custom. I'm assuming, yeah, I cross at Detroit. I mean, I shouldn't have any issues crossing with the Gundam. Everything I'm bringing back. So it's not like I'm bringing it and I'm bringing it back. And it's an inert plastic toy. So I shouldn't have any issues crossing the border with it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Really annoying if Customs decides to rip it open. Because it doesn't really open. Okay. Okay. Are you ready, kids? This lighting is horrible for this. Let me here. We'll do this. No, punch it. I'll come around. Because I can actually come around now. I can actually do this. Hi. Okay. So what we're looking at is surface consistency. And I don't know about you, for a black ABS print, black ABS with the kind of studio lighting that you see in a studio is like literally designed to show off every imperfection in a print. So I'm just looking at surface consistency, and it's pretty good. It's like pretty dang good. Like look at like how consistent it is from like the big stuff to little stuff. It's a consistent finish. Yeah, like look at that. It's a consistent, that is actually really nice. So I'm gonna print this again on my other core one with the old slicer and the old firmware. So same filament, old slicer, old firmware. And I'll do, that way we'll be able to do an A/B test. So N for new. Cameras have it. Oh, it's a Sigma 16 at like 2 feet. Okay, let me swap the filament here. Maybe you guys can watch this. What are we at anyways? What are we at right now? We're at 10:55. You have 5 minutes left to enter for your chance to win some polymaker filament. Enter. Do this now. Do the thing that the YouTuber guy told you to do. Because we're going to do the draw at 11, and then we might go to Nero After Dark for a bit. We'll see. We'll see. Oh. And then also, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others, because YouTube is being a butt right now when it comes to viewership. I've watched like 5 different like videos today of like creators like, I know exactly what's wrong, and they're all saying different stuff. So like the best of my knowledge, what's going on with the whole YouTube is basically a couple things all at once. We're basically back to school, so viewership is dropping. The way they count views is different. They changed the metric for what counts as a view on desktop views. And they've added new systems like the hype system to help promote smaller channels. So if you see hype on any of my videos, make sure you click it, because apparently that's super important. And they don't want people auto watching. What that means is like on desktop, second monitor content that auto plays, they want you engaging. YouTube is basically ranking videos that have actual more engagement higher. So what that means is basically you need to actually engage with the videos now for it to like count more. So you need to, that's why every creator is telling you to actually like smash the like button a lot more than they used to, because that literally counts more now. Same with like upvoting, downvoting, leaving, especially leaving a comment, and then I reply to that comment. Like actual, they want to see proper engagement to promote stuff, especially on smaller channels. So, well, the problem is it's getting so big. I know it sounds stupid. It's getting so big. There's so much content. You need a way to kind of like, especially now, you need a way to filter through the slop, because there's so much slop, and not just slop. There's so much content that's being uploaded. You kind of have to like look at it more refined now. So, also, I think I scaled it 150%, right? 150%. Okay, I did close it, shoot. 150% EV, Firmament ASA profile, default structural. Okay. The ratio of content to viewer, yeah. Their videos aren't, well, there are videos like, you know, Mr. Teeth still gets a bazillion views on every video. But like, there's so much good content out there that, yeah. Techmaster, I would not degrade myself in that way. I'd rather swim across the river. That was pretty good. I have 3 monitors. One is on you, the other 2 and the other's right. Usually that's how my desktop. Can I pull up a view of my desktop? Computer, desk. One of these has got to have my computer. I will say the fact that you can go load up your Google Images and just like search through all your images. Yeah. So this is an older picture, but this is roughly my setup for my desk. So I have, when I stream, I got my boom mic, I got my cans, and then I got 2 24-inch 1080p monitors side by side. So this is a high refresh rate one for gaming. This was my old monitor. That's now the second. I got a face cam in the middle if I'm streaming or recording something at the desk. And then I have this really cheap LG widescreen ultra wide. It's 1080. It's like 2560 by like 1080. It's not a good monitor other than the fact that I put Discord on one side and then on the other side I put like a browser if I'm like watching a stream, like watching the printers or like Bruce Slicer or something. This is where I put whatever is watching the printer. So I can just look up, see Discord, look up, see the status of a printer. Usually I'll have like YouTube or Twitch or whatever on this monitor, and then this is web browsing. So, yeah. So it works pretty good. Time for sleep if I want to get 6 hours. Ooh, I could go for 6 hours of sleep. Okay. I got to go clean the filament that just finished off the printer. We're doing the giveaway when I come back. So you got like 1 minute. Got like 1 minute. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I never built this. I'll do it on. Wait for that to retract. Yeah, the auto retract is actually a really nice feature. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. If you did not enter, you will have another chance on the stream on Tuesday. Also, another reason I like the Twitch is we don't do giveaways on Twitch, at least right now, and I don't really have plans to do giveaways on Twitch. Twitch is just kind of when I got time, we're going to stream, we're going to have some fun, and when it ends, it ends. So it's kind of nice to have streams where I don't really, I'm not beholden to anything. It's kind of nice to just have like, Control A, delete, Control V. Oh, no. Shoot, 1 second. Copy all the names. It's kind of nice to do streams and content where it's just like you are just not beholden to anything. Yeah, it's sweet acid. It's 150%. Erase. Names clear, open. Names 213. So we got 212 people. Finish. Random. Bots. 212. Play. When are you thinking of doing the Stealth Changer streams? Stealth Changer will be after 3D Printopia, because I am picking up some stuff at 3D Printopia for the Stealth Changer, and I need that stuff before I print the parts. So it'll be October, basically. We might do the teardown of the printer before then. We might have the stream where we get the printer ready for Stealth Changer. But that honestly isn't much. It's like literally taking off a tool head. Okay, how this works, if you win, you get a free spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball, you are the luckiest ball in the world, because that means if you win, you still get a spool of filament from Polymaker, but you also get a free hat. And we love free hats. So it's going to be this ball right here. This one right here. And by this one, I mean this one. And by this one, I mean this one. Robin B. If you win, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament from Polymaker. Good luck. Exclamation mark gullible makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell and are subscribed to the channel, it makes your ball go faster. Also, if you gift 20 channel memberships, it makes your ball go faster. If you gift 1 channel membership, it'll make your ball go faster. And if you become a channel member, it will actually also make your ball go faster. And of course, if you don't do any of these things, it'll make your ball go faster. But it'll make your ball go faster the same rate as everyone else's ball go faster. And if your ball goes faster, it actually slows down your ball, but at the same rate of everyone else's ball slow down. So anyways, Barry's in the lead. Go, Barry. You've got this. There's nobody on your heels. Oh, wait, never mind. Warpworks is the ghost, so we might actually... Oh! Samea, how do you pronounce it? Samau? Samau Oliveira. Olivia? Oliveira? Samau? Is that like Swedish or something? Is it Swedish or Norwegian or something? Anyways, congratulations, Sim. We'll go Sim. Sim, congratulations, Sim. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. Your little tilde thingy is going to make it really hard for me to try and find you in the list here. There you go. Out of all the Gen 1 Pokemon, that's what you picked. Okay. Never played Pokemon. There's a lot of people who have never played Pokemon who don't even know what a Pokemon is. It is hilarious. So the reason I ask is I'll look and then it's like all of a sudden there is a blotch of 6 people that entered, all within exactly 30 seconds. 6 people entered. They all have Gmail email addresses, and they're all just random letters. And they didn't put in what their favorite Pokemon is. They didn't put anything. And they're all in a row. So I do check. I have punted people before. Anyways, congratulations, Sim. It's a freaking free spool of filament. Don't be like that. Okay, let me take care of this. So, do you guys want to do After Dark for a bit? Or should we call it? Where is the form? No, that's, yeah, there's the form. Okay, there's the form I gotta fill out. After Dark. I'm the one running the show. Yeah, I am honestly exhausted. It has been a stupidly long day for me, and I've been running around doing stuff for the channel and the house. So I might call it. I might call it. I'm probably gonna call it, I'll be honest. I am exhausted. I am exhausted. What the heck? Copy, paste. What? Okay. What is going on with my keyboard? Okay, my keyboard is like failing. Inbox. There we go. You know what's really annoying? This is like first world problems, right? So I did the videos with Makara for the Makara Air. I did the live streams. I did what I said I would. And as part of that, I signed up for the affiliate program. And the problem is their affiliate program requires like all this tax documentation. The thing is, I don't want to give it to them if there's no reason. And nobody has bought a Makara using my affiliate link. But I keep getting like a stupid spam email from me like every couple days. Like, you need to fill out, give us your W8 tax information. I'm like, I'm not going through to fill all those forms for no reason. It's annoying. So it's like, block. Okay. Sam, you should have got your email for winning the Polymaker filament. It's out. Okay. I'm going to call it there. I'll be honest. I am tired. I am tired. So I think we're going to call it there. So I want to give a shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Am I still using the Vector XL? Yep. I haven't enclosed it yet. I need to find someone to make me proper full-size ACM panels to close it up properly. I don't want to use split panels, or the panels that they sent with it are kind of crap. But yeah, I use it. It works pretty good. I'm actually going to be doing some printing on it this week for the print room downstairs. But anyways, calling it there. Polymaker, shout out to Polymaker. We like Polymaker. go buy some polymaker filament. Use code, use the link. It's affiliate link. Doesn't cost you any extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Also, you can use like code Canuck on gamer subs and 3D Loop and save some money, or check out the other affiliate links. It is what it is. Go shopping. You're gonna buy that stuff anyways. You might as well click the affiliate link and help the channel at the same time. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You might as well. Come on, guy. Come on. And then also, for those that donate to the channel, gifted membership status, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. We have 2 weeks until 3D Printopia. So we have this week coming up, the weekend, and then the Tuesday stream. And that's it. And then 3D Printopia. So there won't be a Friday stream. There won't be a Saturday stream, but there will be like a stream on the floor of 3D Printopia, and there are going to be Twitch streams in there. So follow me on Twitch as well, Nero3D on Twitch. I think I have it linked below. If not, it's just Nero3D on Twitch. Follow me on there. And we'll do some fun stuff. Anyways, I will see you in the future. I'm going to bed. Wash your hands and good night. Bye.